agent, setting it up, the prompting, the knowledge you give it, the backend setup, everything you need to do to create it. We're going to try to break it. We're going to try to push it to its limits. And we're going to try to stump it. So let's hop into the platform and let's start building this AI. All right. So like I said, I'm going to take you through the entire build of the agent, the prompting, the backend, the knowledge base, everything like that. So first things first, we're on the agents page here. Let's just create the agent. So we can come over here, create agent. I'll name this, let's make a roofing agent. Why not? Pretend I'm a roofing company here. Roofing agent, I'll make this for YouTube. Next, let's create this agent. Perfect. Here we go. We can come inside here. So we got the default line here. That's a fine line to start, right? We can leave these variables and then we can start making the script. So it's pretty straightforward. The level of complexity to this is no different than, let's say, editing a Google Doc, other than there are some variables, right? So we can go ahead and create this agent. And this is the main section. This is the script, right? This is what it's going to follow on the call. It's going to follow this structure. It might deviate outside the script depending on what the prospect is saying to them or how it's communicating, what questions it's asking, all that sort of stuff. But that's why the prompting is so important. The knowledge we give it's so important, all this sort of stuff. And so let's make this, I guess I'll make this a female agent. So I'll name it. We typically use the name Ashley for ours. I like that. Prospect name, company name. Let's do, how are you doing today? And we can add the wait for prospect to respond variable. This just is exactly as it says in the name, waits for the prospect to respond. And we can say, I'm calling from, let's say, calling from ABC Roofing because I saw you filled out a form on one of our ads on, and then I'll put a variable here for, we can make a ad variable. So maybe you have ads running on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. And so depending on where the lead opted in from, you want it to say, you opted on my Facebook ad, you opted on my YouTube ad, my Instagram ad, whatever it is, right? So we can do ad. We can make ad underscore location, make that a variable. Do you remember that? And then we can do wait for prospect to respond so that, of course, they'll probably say something along the lines of, yeah, I remember, I just opted in a few minutes ago. Awesome. The reason I'm calling is because I wanted to get to know more about your situation and what you are looking to have done with your roof. Can you tell me a bit about that? Wait for prospect to respond again. Prospect will say something along the lines of why they're calling. Maybe they got roof damage or whatever it is, right? And so, okay. We'll say, and then we'll do restate prospect's issue. So this will have the prospect, if I say my issue with my roof is, we have roofing damage from hail or whatever it is, right? The AI will say, okay, yeah, that's terrible to hear you have damage on your roof. What we can do is XYZ, right? And so this just reinstates the issues that the prospect just said there. It's a tough situation to deal with. And so what we can do is send out one of our inspectors to take a more detailed look at your roof and see exactly what needs to be done. How does that sound? And then they'll respond saying, "Oh, that sounds great. Come on out. Let's schedule let's come take a look at my roof, see what we can do." Perfect. These roofing inspections usually only take around, let's say, half an hour for us to complete. Then we will be able to give you a quote on the job, and we can get started on it. And we can, let's say, we can send our crew over to get started on it about 1 week after. About 1 week after that. Wait for prospect to respond again. All right. And then we'll get him booked in. All right, let's schedule a time for the inspection. We have some time, and then we'll do insert available times from calendar. Do either of those work for you? And this is where we'll get the person booked in. Of course, wait for prospect to respond one more time. And we'll say, all right. Or we'll say, let's say, sounds good. I have you scheduled for appointment time. We will send over a quick email. I'm just going to make something up here. A quick email with more information about the inspection and how you can prepare for it. Other than that, we are all set, and we will see you soon. Wait for prospect to respond, and take care. All right, perfect. There we go. So pretty simple script, right? Not much to it. We'll take a look at this. Maybe there's some grammatical issues, or maybe something we might want to switch. So I'll test the AI, give it a call, and we'll see how it responds here. And one thing we can do is the prospect issue. Maybe what we can do is, because I want to know more about your situation, and okay. What we can do is, I'm actually going to add another variable in here, because let's say on the ad, right, you'll collect the name, the email, maybe the phone number, and then maybe you ask them what their issue is, or what they need fixed with their roof. So let's say on our ad, you said you were having some trouble with, and then let's add a variable, pain point, or let's make it pain point. Boom. And so what we can do here is, firstly, we can select the time zone. I'm Eastern time, so I'll do that. English is perfect. I'll select one of my random calendars here. Boom. And so let's select a voice. I like this voice, Jen here. Does very, very good. This is the voice we use ourselves. Perfect. So we'll use that. The temperature is just kind of how the freedom you want the AI to have. I like keeping it at 0.5, which might be a bit high, but the lower it is, the more it will stick to exactly what you tell it to. The higher it is, the more it will kind of do its own thing and have a bit of freedom. I like to have it in the middle, because you do want the AI to be able to navigate a bit off the call script and respond to certain things that might be outside the scope of the script or the knowledge base, and still handle the whole conversation organically. So I like to keep it at 0.5. I'll save the agent for now. And so next thing I'll show you is the background context. So this is very, very important for how the AI is going to behave as a whole. And so in here we have primary goal, getting lead to book a meeting, script adherence, you are a human in a conversation. Let's drag this down a little bit. In a conversation, you must continue by following the script exactly, all this stuff, right? And so after I do this call here, maybe there's some issue where I want fixed, I can prompt in the background context to kind of take care of that and fix the AI. So we'll see that here in a second. Perfect. So it's a pretty straightforward background context here. Never ever list any dates from any calendar. You're not to book them directly into the calendar. If you do so, someone asks, so this is something we want to change, right? Because we want to book into the calendar, but this is a background context for a slightly different script. So let's switch this. Instead of saying you are not to book them, you are to book the prospect into an available time slot in the selected calendar. So boom, we'll just change that, right? And there's some overcoming objections, and that's it. So we'll leave this, we'll do a call, see how it sounds. But before I do that, we also have a voice message option. I'm not going to touch that, but you can have the AI leave a voicemail. But what I'll do is I'll show you the knowledge base real quick. And we can add a little bit of a knowledge base to it. So let's do the roofing knowledge base for YouTube. And let's save this. And I will add maybe some basic knowledge base cards in here. Let's say, so what if the AI gets asked, what is the price of the inspection? The inspection is completely free. The purpose is to see if we can even help you in your situation. If we can, we will give you a quote for the job. Boom. And then we can add that in, adds that there, and that's the knowledge base. So I'm not going to make a super extensive knowledge base here, but just to show you what it looks like. And now I can go ahead and I can select the knowledge base here, the roofing knowledge base, boom, save the agent, and I'll create a tester profile for myself here. So let's go tester profile, my name, let's do Jax, add my phone number in here, boom, and then pain point. So this pain point will say, because it says in the script, right? Hey, you called about pain point, damage to roof from hailstorm. Let's say that. I'm in Canada, so we get that type of stuff. Damage to roof from hailstorm. Company name is ABC Roofing. Ad location, we'll say Facebook ad. Prospect name we'll say Jax. We'll use my name. Perfect. So we can create this here. And now let's initiate this call here. And so we'll see. I'll try to play as the prospect here. We'll see how this call goes. Maybe there's something we need to change. We can go back in. I'll show you how I would make those changes. But let's see how this call goes here. All right. It's ringing me right now. Hello?
Hi, Jax. It's Ashley from ABC Roofing. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm calling from ABC Roofing because I saw you filled out a form on one of our ads on Facebook. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I just did that yesterday. I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm glad you called.
Awesome. The reason I'm calling is because I wanted to get to know more about your situation and what you are looking to have done with your roof. On our ad, you said you were having some trouble with damage to your roof from a hailstorm. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, as you know, in Canada, right, we got a big hailstorm. It did a lot of damage to my roof. There's a ton of dents and everything, and I just want to get that fixed.
Okay, that hail damage to your roof sounds like a tough situation to deal with. What we can do is send out one of our inspectors to take a more detailed look at your roof and see exactly what needs to be done. How does that sound?
Okay, cool. I'm definitely interested, but like, what does it cost for that inspection?
The inspection is completely free. The purpose is to see if we can even help you in your situation. If we can, we will give you a quote for the job.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. The these roofing inspections usually only take around half an hour for us to complete. Then we will be able to give you a quote on the job, and we can send our crew over to get started on it in about 1 week after that. All right, let's schedule a time for the inspection. We have some availability on October 12th at 6:30 in the afternoon or October 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. Do either of those work for you?
Yeah, the second one works good.
Sounds good. I have you scheduled for October 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. We will send over a quick email with more information about the inspection and how you can prepare for it. Other than that, we are all set, and we will see you soon. Take care.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye. All right, well, as you can see there, that was a pretty good call. There really isn't much I would change about that. Maybe you can add in some more lines to where you want to have the AI maybe ask more questions about the inspection. We can maybe play around with that a little bit, but overall, that was a pretty good call there. And so, what we can do is check the calendar here. I forget which time it booked for exactly, but let's take a look here. It was what day? Yeah, so right here, it booked for Thursday, October 3rd at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to delete this off my calendar. But yeah, as you saw right there, that's what the AI does, and that's why it's so effective. And so right there, you saw it was pretty quick. It took me maybe 5-10 minutes to make this whole script, about 10 minutes to make this whole script. The background context is working very well. It booked into the calendar. And we can also maybe switch some languages. Up in Canada here, we have French Canada, right? So maybe switch if you're calling the Quebec area. But that's really all there is to building the AI agent, testing it out. Let's see, maybe we can make some changes here to make it a bit better. Maybe ask some more questions. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's do... Okay. How long ago did this damage occur? We can do a wait for prospect to respond. What kind of... Or let's see, what size is the roof? Can you give me the rough square footage? We can do wait for prospect to respond. And then, okay. Actually, let's move this. We want to move this up here. Wait for prospect to respond, and then we'll delete this here. All right, so we'll save this agent. And maybe, let's see. Let's add a bit more to the knowledge base here. Add knowledge base. What should we add to the knowledge base? Maybe something about what the pricing of the actual job itself is. How much does the job itself cost? And we'll say something along the lines of, well, that's tough for me to say right over the phone without having the in-person inspection being done. Without having the in-person inspection done beforehand. I can't give you an exact dollar figure right now, but as soon as the inspection is done, we can give you a price. How does that sound? Perfect. So pretty simple addition to the script here, but let's see, because maybe this makes the conversation seem a bit more built out, a bit more like you're really trying to understand the person's situation, right? So let's see this here. Let's do another call. Test profile's looking good. Let's initiate this call here, and let's see how this one goes. So a couple additions to the script here. And so we'll see, it usually calls quite quickly. And yeah, this is how simple it is to build one of these, right? And you set this up, you connect it to your CRM, and you can just let it run on autopilot, and it books all your appointments for you completely on autopilot. And you really don't need to touch it after it's built, as you can see, right? Hello?
Hi, Jax. It's Ashley from ABC Roofing. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm glad to hear you're doing well too. The reason I'm calling is that I saw you filled out one of our forms on Facebook about needing some roof work done. Can you tell me a bit more about the damage you're dealing with from that hailstorm?
Yeah, I can. How did you know about the hailstorm damage?
Well, when you filled out the form on our website, you mentioned that you were dealing with some roof damage from a recent hailstorm. I wanted to follow up and get some more details so we can help assess the situation and get you taken care of. Can you tell me a bit more about what's going on with your roof?
Yeah, so we had a pretty big hailstorm about 2 weeks ago, and it really did some damage to my roof. A lot of dents. And we had another hailstorm that really did a lot more damage to it. And I'm just looking to get that fixed as soon as possible.
I see. That sounds like quite a bit of damage from those hailstorms. That's definitely something we'll want to take a closer look at. What I'd recommend is having one of our inspectors come out and do a full assessment of your roof. That way we can get a clear picture of the extent of the damage and provide you with an accurate quote for getting it repaired. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good, but how much does the inspection cost?
The inspection is completely free. The purpose is to see if we can even help you in your situation. If we can, we will give you a quote for the job.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right, great. Let's go ahead and get that inspection scheduled then. We have some availability on Thursday, October 3rd. Would either 10:00 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. work for you that day?
Can you actually tell me what the price of this job is going to be looking like?
Well, that's tough for me to say over the phone without having the in-person inspection done beforehand. I can't give you an exact dollar figure right now, but as soon as the inspection is done, we can give you a price. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead and get that inspection scheduled then. We have some availability on Thursday, October 3rd. Would either 10:00 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. work for you that day?
Let's do 1:30 p.m.
Great. I have you scheduled for an inspection on Thursday, October 3rd at 1:30 p.m. We'll send over a quick email with more details on how to prepare. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today, Jax. Is there anything else I can help you with before we wrap up?
No, I think that's all. It sounds good.
Wonderful. I'm so glad we were able to get that inspection scheduled. I look forward to seeing you on October 3rd at 1:30 p.m. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Jax.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, so that call, honestly, that went quite good as well. But as you can see here, she skipped these two lines asking about the square footage. And so what we would want to do here is we can go into the background context and just add something in here. Just saying. Do not skip any lines. Make sure you ask every question about the prospect's roof situation. So we can add that in there. And then the other thing was, you saw how, for whatever reason on that call, when it listed at 1 p.m., it said 1:00. So another thing we want to add in here is, we can add this to, let's add this to the policies here. Reading out appointment times. When reading out appointment times, pronounce the times phonetically. Pronounce the times like this. Like this example. 1 p.m. as 1 p.m. not as 1:00 p.m. Okay, so that should fix that. We can save it. And then there we go. So as you see, so that's really all you need to do to fix it. Little things like that, right? First call was very good. Second call, we made some changes, skipped the little things, but the call still was very good. Still booked me in here. As you can see, October 3rd, 1:30 p.m. again. I'll go ahead and delete that booking off the calendar. But yeah, as you can see, that's as simple as it gets, right, for setting up these agents. You can connect directly to your calendar. As you can see, all my calendars are here. You have all the languages if you really are maybe somewhere outside of an English-speaking language. But yeah, guys, this is a very effective tool, and I highly recommend you use this inside of your business. This is our platform. Be fully transparent. This is our platform, and it is very, very effective. And so we work with businesses, and we also teach people how to sell this to businesses. We implement our entire systems, the infrastructures, everything we use in our business, our sales process, and we implement into other agencies or businesses who are also looking to sell it. So I can show you here. We're continuing to scale, as you can see in the last 4 weeks here from October or last month. We've done just over 50K. And we have about 20K here in payouts just waiting to come. And so we're looking to scale as well. We have a lot of partners who are absolutely crushing it. I'll refresh this as well, just in case, because I know some people have doubts. You can't exactly trust everybody online here. But yeah, so you can see here, it is legit. These are the numbers we are doing. As you can see, if I make this September 2nd to October 2nd, we're doing those kind of numbers, and we can see what we're looking like for Q3 here. Q3 just wrapped up, right? So we can see what we're doing. It's the start of Q4, so I can show you guys what we did throughout Q3. So we did just under 140K. And so yeah, that's what we're looking at, guys. And we're looking to continue scaling this platform, helping as many businesses as possible use this infrastructure and also sell it to businesses. So guys, I hope this was good. If you are interested in either using this platform for yourself and having our team completely build it out for you, or looking to resell it, I'll leave a link down below where you can book a call and speak with me directly, and we'll see if we can work together, see if you're a good fit, and see if there's anything we can do to start working together and take you guys in the right direction. So I hope this gave you a lot of value, a lot of insights into how you can use this, no pun intended, use this infrastructure inside of your business, and I'll see you in the next one.